episode with Osric, what would that episode be about?
I have no idea. Just more whining on his part. But you killed my mother! What do you think? Whatever's good with you. This is working out really well for me. What's your question?
Hi, my question is if you were able to switch bodies with anyone on set, who would
Him.
you be with and why?
You can switch bodies with anyone on set? Anyone? No. I don't need to be 6'5". Bump into shit. It's got chicken legs too. Misha, Osric. Well, we know about you guys now. Why would I switch with anybody? Nice to meet you. I'll be back. Why? Who would you switch with? Why? Why anybody would actually want to switch bodies with somebody? I have so much fun with mine. Spoon! Twix. Yeah, Twix is good. Yeah, what do you want?
Alright, so I asked Osric a question yesterday.
So, well done. Next question?
If anybody were to direct a movie about him, who would play his role of like his life story? And somebody screamed out Mark Sheppard, so since then you've been brought up every single time he's on stage. Now.
His life story? It's what, like a
Well, I said his whole entire
very
life.
small short?
Well, since he said he saw the picture of you without your beard, so he said you'd be perfect for the role. So, I was asking, would you play that role if a director came up to you and asked you to play it?
Yeah, hold on. Thanks. Next question?
Hello, Your Highness.
What? Does my wife call me Your Highness? What a bloody personal question, isn't it? My personal life is all over the internet right now.
Congrats on the baby.
Oh, I thought you were going to say congrats on the Astroglide endorsement. Hey,
Hi, so I was
have you been crying?
I was wondering if you could do your best impersonation of Cass or Misha.
Cass or Misha?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I don't know if I can actually. It's just there's no personality there, so it's really hard to attach to anything. So. Yes. No, there's nothing there. I just don't know to attach to. Can you? Try.
I was the one who gripped you tight and raised you from the mission.
No, that's just a quote. You have to do the impression. You see, first of all, you have to divest yourself of all character and personality.
Hello, Dean.
Okay. It's just so flat. Yeah. I have to go work on it. What do you want?
Do you think Crowd will ever stop being the Winchester servant?
Yeah, sure, I'll play. Because that's really how the show's worked out so far. Good God. You people. Are you nervous? Cool. Let me make you more nervous. Deep breath. Do you have a question?
I do. What is your favorite thing about being on set, the cast or crew, or the fandom?
Lunch. what's my favourite thing about being on Supernatural? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, I forget sometimes just how much of a loving and caring environment it actually is. Kind of cool. Yeah, because we have a lot of fun and it's hard work and everything else. I mean, I love doing this. I love insulting and giving you people a really hard time. Am I supposed to pretend I didn't see you filming me? Oh, all right. Okay. This is a great crotch shot you just did there. Oh. But no, I mean, I think the fandom is extraordinary. Look, you know, it's almost that Tuesday, right? You listening, guys? It's almost that Tuesday, and you're going to have to go out and vote. Those of you that are old enough to go vote, talk amongst yourselves. And I think what's going on in the world is really endemic of just how crappy people are to each other. It's like, it's not a fun place to be. You know, this planet is not necessarily the friendliest place to be. And if you have anxiety issues or you have depression or other mental health issues, it's a really harsh place to be. You know, I mean, it's a harsh place anyway, but if you add that to the pot, it starts to become a really, 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 really difficult place. And it seems to be, for some bizarre reason, we are less tolerant than we used to be of people's differences, and less tolerant of people's ideologies or beliefs, less tolerant of people's wants or desires, their sexuality, their just other people's lives. Anybody that seems to be different than us is now a target to us for some reason. You know, and we're all responsible for this. And I find this to be the most heinous of human crimes that we have. And putting this in perspective, you know, it's now suddenly it's okay to hate again. I don't know when it started to be okay to hate again. But now we get to hate people, you know? And I know, you know, I'm a newly minted American. And as a newly minted American, I actually had to study and pass the test and take an oath, swear on it, to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. And, you know, for this I have some incredible rights that were granted me in the greatest country in the world. But I also have some obligations as well, you know, and those of you that are born here, great. My passport says exactly the same thing in it as yours does. My passport says nationality United States of America. It doesn't say nationality British. It says nationality United States of America. Not American citizen, not second-class American citizen because I wasn't born here. It says nationality United States of America. I'm as American as you are. The only thing I can't do is run for president. The only thing I can't do. Now, I am honoured and humbled by the fact that you guys chose, as a country, the people you voted in, chose to accept it in that way. And I've sworn an oath to uphold the Constitution and fight for the Constitution of the United States. And I think it's an incredible document. It separates this country from so many other places. Without a Constitution, the world is a very, very different place. And so when I became an American, President of the United States, on film in front of me, told me what my obligations were, and one of them is to vote. And whether you are sick of this or not sick of this, or you're not sure what's going on, or you know you can't be bothered to find out what's going on, your obligation is to vote. And I'm not talking about just voting in your damn presidential election. You lazy bunch of bastards as a country don't understand that the president doesn't fix the potholes outside your front door. You have to vote for school board, you have to vote for your local elections, you have to vote for your state elections, you have to vote for your local representative, you have to vote for your state senate, you have to vote for everybody. And you want to vote, and I love the fact that this is what makes this country great. What happens is, you get to vote for somebody you believe will carry out the things that best reflect how you want your community to be. So instead of complaining about the president, and complaining about the presidential race, make absolutely damn sure that you're voting for measures you believe in, that you're voting for people who you want to do the job to make your community a better place for everybody that's there. More importantly than not, something I just realized a little while ago, when you are watching the ads on television, press pause. Right at the end where that blur is at the bottom. And when you're hearing an opinion about what you should and you shouldn't vote for, when you're hearing an opinion about what measure will do what, where your money's going to go, after the 17th attack ad, your eyes roll up into the back of your head and you don't see it. But if you press pause and you look at that blurb at the bottom, it's going to tell you who paid for that ad. When you read who paid for that ad, at least you can now know where that opinion is coming from. So when you're looking at local measures for schools or for hospitals, or for taxes, or for bonds, you look at that and you decide who's saying these things. Who's saying it and what do they stand to gain or lose. That's your obligation. I hope you do that too. I think that you can do it before like we do in California. I've already done mine. I did my reading, I did my stuff. I'm very proud to have done that. But for you guys, please don't stay away just because you don't like the candidates. Please don't just stay away because it's annoying. Please don't just stay away because it's a big old mess. Please vote what you believe in. You know? I happen to be a Democrat. I happen to be a Democrat. But I actually also believe in the two-party system in this country. And I believe there should be a strong Republican Party. And I believe in checks and balances. And I believe in balance. And I believe that we all have opinion. And I believe we can all learn from each other. And I believe we all should learn from each other. And the time of lack of discourse has arrived, where we refuse to debate, and we refuse to discuss, and we refuse to educate each other on what's actually going on. And I think that is a terrible thing that has happened to us. And I have children, and I want my children's future to be better than my present is. So that, I have an obligation, and that's why I urge you, whatever your conscience wants you to vote, follow it through. Excuse me, follow it through, read, absorb, make an informed decision. But have that informed decision. Do not let somebody else make that decision for you. That's essential. Now, looking that back to Supernatural, this is the whole point. Seriously, with all that crap that's going on and the way the world is treating each other, that's one thing. What I love about this, those of you, how many of you are new again? How many of you guys are new? You're going to make friends, whether you like it or not. You're going to make friends. This is the most neutral, kind gathering of people you're probably going to bump into this year as you come to another convention. But it's an incredible thing. You don't see people kicking people out because they sound different, look different, think different, vote different. It doesn't happen here. People come together with a common joy and a common love for things. What I am humbled by, apart from as much fun as I make of Misha and Jared and Jensen, they do some extraordinary things. They really do some extraordinary things. They build and they make the world a little better place than it was when it came in. And I'm very proud of what they do and see what they do. It's incredible what they do. What I'm even more proud of is the fact that you guys are willing to get behind these things. And you jump in and you push it just that little bit further. To the point where it makes a difference. And I know it does make a difference. And I'm really, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of being in a room filled with geeks. That's a geek. And it's a safe place. You can wear your heart on your sleeve here and nobody cares. Nobody cares who your haircut is, or whether you're tattooed, or what your political allegiance is. I love that. I think that's the most amazing thing. And this is the most tolerant of societies. I think this is the cure for all of that crap. I think when we come together, not just Supernatural is the cure for that. I'm saying, but when we come together, and we come together in the spirit of compassion and friendliness, all of these things are solved and all of these things melt away. And I think it's the most powerful thing we have. And that's why I love coming to these things. That's why I love listening to you guys. And that's why when I do have things that I support, you get in behind them and you make a massive difference. And it's really, really important. Human politics is what I'm really talking about. And I'm very grateful to be a part of that. It's very humbling. Firefly and Battlestar, and all these other amazing shows that I've been part of, and incredible fandoms. But this is something really special. This is not what you normally see. This is like family. I hate the word family. Who's next? You?
Actually, last year at NJCON, I was a blubbering mess.
Now you're just posting, right?
Yeah. And you actually came down from the stage and hugged me, and I just
I'm
want
not
to
doing
say...
that again.
Don't worry about it.
I had you one.
And I just want to tell you that honestly really changed my life, and it made me
No,
really
it
happy.
didn't.
Yeah, it
I
did,
didn't
because
change your
you're my
life.
favorite.
No, listen to me. You. There is nothing outside you that can fix you. You don't have to be more or better or have somebody validate you. A guy, a girl, a thing, a job, whatever, money. None of that shit means anything. If somebody shows you a little love, let the love grow, be happy. Open your heart to what is there in the world. Just a little. And you're not really going to get crushed like a bag, I promise. You're not. You're not. Just open your heart. You might get the odd deflection here and there. You might get the odd meanie pants trying to say nasty things to you. But you're doing it. You're the one responsible. There is nobody doing this for you. It's you. You're willing to take the steps forward. You're doing it. You're living it. Just don't be afraid. But nobody fixes it for you. We don't do it for you. You do it for you.